Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are out here at the field. We have the Bearcat out here once again. Last time I brought it out, we had a gear fail because of side load. And so I fixed that. Also did some alignment changes on the side that keeps failing. Let's see, I believe it was this side. So the strut was kind of like kicked in a little bit, and I think that wasn't helping, so I got it straightened up. Unfortunately, the prop did break on that last gear failure, so I bought a new prop, but this is actually my old prop. This is the 12 pitch versus the 14 pitch that I was previously using. This is my original prop that I bought for this airplane that I broke the motor in on. And as you're gonna see, it flies in a little more scale manner. The speed is slower, but it looks a lot more scale-like in the air, so the speed is better. The way it carries itself into the vertical is a little more scale. And I had probably one of my best landings I've ever had, and we had a pretty good crosswind at the time, pushing it towards the side that it always ground loops towards. So landing was great, the rollout was pretty good, no issues. And I also fixed, this thing had a pretty good air leak in it, and the air cylinder for the canopy was leaking really bad, and I would pretty much have to put my gear down by about 5 or 6 minutes, otherwise it would eventually run out of air. And now I realize that's pretty ballsy. Why didn't I just fix it in the past? I didn't know that I could get an air cylinder that had that long of a stroke, and that was like a super old cylinder, so I didn't know if I could. So I finally said, you know what, let me see if I can find something. So the stroke isn't quite as far as the old one, so it doesn't open up as far, but it's far enough and it doesn't leak at all. So the system is holding air really well. And this last time I dropped the gear came down nice and smooth. They usually kind of bang down because it's running out of air. So when the gear finally unlock and let go, they just kind of smack down. So anyways, the last flight went amazing. And so we're gonna take it up and hopefully everything goes amazing again. We're dealing with some crosswind right now. The wind's kind of changing, so I'm probably going to wait until we get somewhat of a steady direction on the wind. So I'm not going to put myself in a bad position. Last time I took off, the wind was fine. It changed the crosswind while I was up flying, so nothing much I could do about that, but it handled it pretty well. And because this prop has less pitch, I actually carry more power on my final, which makes it actually behave a little bit better. So I might just be sticking with this 12 pitch prop from now on, but let's take her up for a spin. speed is very scale-like with this prop. Set this up for a couple of Bearcats, or a couple of Bearcats here. Wait for the wind to figure out what it's trying to do. Right now it's coming out of the south, which is a new direction for the wind. Alright. So here we come. Half flat. Here comes the doors, or really just giving this area some time to clean up a little bit and pick a direction, because right now it's dead calm. And this airplane likes a little bit of headwind. I'll try gear retraction on this one. I got plenty of air now. My tank's not right. Retraction sequence again. See if we can get a little closer for the actual gear dropping portion of it. Yes, not like this wind right now. Alright, here comes hot flat. Here comes the doors again. We'll take it a little closer. This is good. Look at the crossway. The wind is slowly coming back into my favor here. Depending on what it does when it's close, I can walk going on all the time. See by the amount of yaw on that thing that the wind was pushing it pretty hard. I didn't want to attempt that. So let's try our luck and see if we can get a better wind on this next try. I don't think so. I think we're stuck with this crosswind, which really sucks. We're going to give it our best here. It's full flat. ugly, but didn't break anything. So thanks, wind. I appreciate all your hard work today. Anyways, hope you guys liked my terrible landing, and we'll see you.